Hello, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2. In the previous episode, we have started to watch one of the Night Springs episodes, and apparently it's quite an interactive experience, this time with Rose, who is part of the Nate's diner, and now her favorite writer needs some help. So Rose took her own 12 gauge and rifle, and she is now armed to the teeth uh, to help the guy. Now I don't know how much
Now,
more.
who the heck is that?
I assume that's one of the Koskilo brothers.
I knew you'd come to his rescue.
Well, he also looks like Alan, maybe?
Who are you? And why do you look like a slightly less handsome version of my writer?
Oh, don't you ever compare me to that worthless hack. Sure, I may be his wild and rebellious estranged twin brother, but we can't all be perfect.
I had no idea he had a brother. To think there were two of him all this time.
After today, there won't be. No more writer, no more books, no more living in his shadow.
You are Mr. Scratch, right?
But you're his brother. I'm sure you two can talk it out and realize you have so much in common, and after you change, you can move in together. And I'll come over with popcorn for movie nights.
He had his chance for popcorn and movie nights, but he wanted to keep everything for himself. Too bad. You know what they say? If you can't join him, beat him.
What did you do to him?
I locked Mr. Fancy Pants up somewhere you'll never find him.
You won't get away with this. I'll stop you.
Babe, I got an army of people that hate that hack almost as much as I do.
Rose,
They're
shoot
ready
the
to
guy.
die if it stops him from writing another crappy book. What do you got?
I have a shotgun.
Well, I got a... Wait, that's a real shotgun? Okay, I admit I didn't expect that.
Shoot him!
But it doesn't matter. You can't stop all of us.
What the heck?
A monster could be blind to the poignance of my writer's book. Don't mess with me. Yahtzee! Oh, hold on. I need to fill my gun up. Don't get between me and my writer. You are all being very rude. I ate my spinach this morning, so don't mess with me. Read that crap! It's bullets o'clock. Don't get between me and my writer. Yahtzee! I ate my spinach this morning, so don't mess with me. You are all being very rude.
Oh god.
I'm fresh out of bullets.
Okay, I will admit that was unexpectedly tough. I should have used way more of my
My writer's
environment.
jerky twin had him locked up somewhere, like a sweet, helpless prince locked in a tower. But his fan in shining armor was on her way. Luckily, one of those shooters had made a hole in the fence.
I completely missed whatever she said right now. And why do I have the music again?
Whoops! Gotta put more bullets in.
You certainly do. Ocean Firefly. That's the name of the boat. Now. $170 shells.
The twins' motorcycle had left tracks in the mud. I recognized the tread pattern immediately, thanks to my famously keen perception. The tracks would lead me right to my rider and his kidnapper. I felt like the detective from my writer's books, solving the case with my wits. All I needed now was an unlimited supply of black coffee and crippling emotional trauma caused by the untimely death of my spouse.
That checks out. We don't know anything about Rose's husband, do we now?
More haters. Ha! Tamales! My gun's hungry.
What is this Night Springs episode? What is this experience? It's just like... It's so unexpected how things develop right now over here.
Don't get between me and my rider.
We still have some combat music.
Tamales! Yahtzee! Why hadn't my writer ever told me he had a semi-evil twin brother? He must be waiting until our third or fourth date, surrounded by candles, so he could reveal this vulnerable chapter from the dramatic story of his emotionally troubled past. Oh,
Absolutely.
that man has more layers than a croissant.
Okay. Do we think we'll see the writer's room? How real is this story? Because it feels just like another action story, but like everything that they write comes to life, right? I mean, Alan and Mr. Scratch. So this feels ridiculous,
I couldn't let
but it
these
might be real
monsters
story.
continue to plague my dear writer with their negativity. I would treat them the same way I treat trolls on my fan site, but this time I was banning them from life.
I mean, both Mr. Scratch and Alan can write the story about Rose, and that would be a tool in their fight between each other. All the tears of all the angels in heaven were falling over the city. She wore the rain like a funeral shroud. She was in sad state, the city of mine. But she was still mine, the filthy prison I called home. I was here for a reason. Joe Bullets Capone. He was inside drinking champagne and throwing around his dirty money while I stood in the rain smoking a soggy cigarette. But that didn't matter. The only thing that mattered was I knew Bullets had a bad night coming his way, and he had no clue. He made me wait for it though. My pack of cigarettes was long gone by the time Bullets staggered out of the back door. I detached myself from the shadows, stepped up right beside that pathetic excuse for a man. Long time, Joe. Bullets looked up. His booze-soaked grin twisted into something less friendly. You. He reached for the pistol under his jacket. A six-shooter with slugs big as my cigarette stubs. I'd done my homework. He barely had the piece out of its holster before I was on him. I wrestled it out of his hands, tossed it behind the dumpster. Bullets didn't like that. Gave me one right in the gut. Wind rushed out of my lungs like a soul leaving a body. Through my wheezing, I could make out the slap of boots against water. Bullets was legging it. Had to get after him. Couldn't lose him. Not when I was so close. He had info I needed. The address of the last stop for this train called Revenge. So I sucked in whatever air I could and took off after him, through the twisting maze of alleyways. Two rats, but only one cheese. I pulled out my revolver. I was playing for keeps. Don't make this hard, Joe. I got up to him as he was dropping down the other side of a chain link fence. He sneered, teeth like rows of grey tombstones. He thought he was escaping. He thought he was safe. My body slammed against the face like a bird against the window. I clutched the thin metal, scrambled over it, the jagged ends of wire ripping through the sleeves of my leather coat and biting into skin. The pain was welcome. I dropped down in the alley and ran like a panther. At every blind corner I expected a trash can lid to the face. None came. Maybe Bullets hadn't liked what he saw in my eyes as I climbed that fence. I bet he wasn't smiling now. Then I had him. A trapped rat trying and failing to wrench a locked door off its hinges. I leveled my gun at him. You know what I want, Joe. Bullets let go of the door handle. Hands as up as they'd go, beseeching a higher power not to cast him down. Come on, man. Ain't gonna bring your wife back. Can't hurt to try. Talk. Yeah, yeah. Sure thing, sure. Bullets launched for his ankle. A crack of lightning from my hand and he was down in the gutter clutching his belly. I walked over. Calm as snow. I stood over him. Watched his putrid blood mingle with the rivers of rainwater. You talk. I call an ambulance. His words were having a hard time getting through the pain. You're insane, man! Insane! I raised my gun level with his eyes. Try again. Okay, okay. You want the big man, yeah? I know where you can find him. Blood pounded in my ears like war drums. All the killing, the sleepless nights, the booze, the countless cigarettes I smoked while ghosts swirled around me. It was all for this. The drums got louder. Bullets caught his breath, straining against the pain. Then he spilled his guts. My number one fan. If I don't make it, then I just want you to know that. No, I can't say it. Curse my cripplingly sensitive autistic nature. I left the alley. Told the waiter on the curb that the guy had been shot. Didn't care what he did with that information. I had what I needed. So we don't know what Bullets said because the author wanted to save the number one fan from hearing that. And that is upsetting. That is super upsetting. I got curious.
The motorcycle tracks ended at a cabin. Was my rider inside?
Hello? Isn't anyone gonna rescue this poor little rider? Hello? Is anybody there? I'm just a frail rider and I require aid.
He's inside!
Feels to me like a stereotypical trap. I don't want the guy escaping, so I puncture his tires. Oh, okay, I cannot go there. So again, we can go to the cabin or we can go along this ridge. Okay, the back door is not an option. I guess we'll go through the front.
I'm here! I've come to save you!
Oh, joy! We can finally be together and sit through beat poetry readings and drink $18 cocktails and have high tea with the queen.
Wait a minute. My writer only drinks coffee. 2 sugars, no milk. I keep all the mugs.
Okay, no more tricks. I'll be waiting upstairs.
Muscles don't cry, they sweat. Another motorcycle. And another TV.
Running with wolves seems like a dangerous hobby.
Becoming the alpha. Everything you need to know to lead your wolf pack like a true alpha. TJ Wolf.
I guess riding doesn't run in the family.
The moon can only shine when the sun is gone. The night can only come when the day is done. Can the sea ever meet the ocean? What was there originally? When the day has run. When the day is done.
Where are you?
I was never upstairs. I lied when I said there were no more tricks.
Ooh, you're starting to piss me off, mister. Where is my writer?
I'm just having a little fun. Let's chat down at the beach. It's just out the back.
First, he kidnaps my writer. Then he calls him a tea drinker. He had crossed the line. I was going to go to that beach and give this jerk the scolding of a lifetime.
Touch ideas for hack brother. Car battery, solid potential. Pulling fingernails, too messy. The bell. Where do I get a bell? Blunt spoon, nice and simple. Dismantle typewriters. A plus psychological damage. Gasoline fire. Fire my bird, my cabin down. Maybe overcomplicating this?
The twin said he was down at the beach.
And a sign, not this beach. The other beach. Okay. Ah, the sunset is so nice. I cannot shoot the guy.
Hey, me and my bike were just enjoying the view.
Where is my rider?
What do you even see in that crybaby? He's boring, he dresses like a nerd,
Hush your mouth! He is a stylish intellectual who is in touch with his feelings.
You're starting to cramp my style, babe. And I'm not telling you where he is.
You are going to tell me where he is, or else.
Or else what, babe?
You asked for it. You're rude, you have no manners, your too cool to care attitude is attractive initially, but drives people away after they realize you're emotionally incapable of letting your walls down to reveal that you are a vulnerable human being just like everybody else. You are trying way too hard with that outfit.
No, stop! I don't like being seen! Listen, I never had your precious writer. I was just keeping you distracted while my army of haters storms his mansion. Now the love of your life is doomed. Doomed!
No.
He tricked me, even with my famously keen perception. You are all being very rude. Oopsies! Can't forget. Hey, that hurts, you know. I had to get to my rider's mansion as fast as my chunky kitten heels would take me. Don't get between me and my rider.
Stay down.
My gun's hungry. Oh, hold on. I need to fill my gun up. Whoops! Gotta put more bullets in. Ow! You are all being very rude. Oopsies! Can't forget the bullets. I ate my spinach this morning, so don't mess with me. It's bullets o'clock.
This is so ridiculous. This is such a ridiculous experience in general.
I'm fresh out of bullets.
And now we simply go back, right? Oh, a deer. Can we pet
I
him?
knew you, my #1 fan, would never fall victim to my twisted brother's lies. His hatred for me is as inexplicable as the sunrise, and just as fiery. But I knew your heart would never waver. You're the only one who can save me. I believe in you.
My rider believed in me. We were kindred spirits. We fit together like a bicycle chain and that spiky wheel thing the chain fits into. We were connected by love and destiny. He was meant to be mine, always and forever. There was no time to lose. I was the only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature from these evil haters. The fate of all art rested on my shoulders. The stakes had never been higher.
Ah, just shoot him already.
If I have to stop you myself, I will. Unlike him, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. I'm complicated!
Son of a sandwich!
Catch the babe, the looks, and the girl. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm here for the writer, not you. Feel the love, baby. This had this coming a long time. This is breaking my heart. This had this coming a long time. I didn't want to do this, but you forced my hand. See, I'm not just a running anti-hero type.
But that won't stop me.
I'm so powerful, I don't need a balloon to transform. Now you see my sexy monster.
Oopsies! Can't forget the bullets.
And my motorcycle is also a werewolf. Looks and the girl.
What? Gotta why not try being a good werewolf? My gun's hungry.
Power of love goes both ways. I wanna hurt you.
I'm fresh out of bullets.
I'm here for the writer, not you.
I condone animal cruelty. You have no choice.
Sheesh, that was intense. LD2 orc. I thought maybe that would say something like Ward of Dark. Scratch would also be helpful. But no. None of that. I thought I unloaded like all of my bullets to the guy. But no, I still have plenty left. So is my writer inside? Oh,
I'm not going to kill you. You're my my darling writer's brother.
You really do love him, huh? I guess I never even had a chance. I was just jealous of his talent, his money, his velvety hair. But mostly, that he's got the love of somebody as amazing as you.
I am amazing.
Oh, you silly werewolf. You could have all those things too. You just need to stop wanting to be him and start wanting to be you.
Your words have shown me that it wasn't my brother I hated. It was myself. Oh, what have I done? Those haters will tear him apart, and it's all my fault. Please, go save him.
Oh, I intend to.
Still can't shoot the guy. And I have no trust in him.
Someone order a reckoning? It's pacing! Yahtzee! Oh, hold on. I need to fill my gun up.
Oh, that's a lot of books over here.
Don't get between me and my writer. You are all being very rude. Oopsies. Can't forget the bullets. I'm fresh out of bullets.
Anyone else over here? A pool table. Overview of the lake. Okay.
He's a shitty writer. I bred better cereal.
I ate my spinach this morning, so don't mess with me.
Total.
Hot tamales! You are all being very rude.
Oh, that was a good catch when I turned around.
Hot tamales! My gun's hungry.
And a door with a spiral, like the one in the Ocean View Motel.
That writer isn't going to kiss himself. I mean, save himself.
Right. Ideas for next book. Inventive murder weapons. Stapler, law gnome, swordfish, philosophy. I like philosophy as a murder weapon. Escalate the crime. Plunge at the depths of humanity's darkness. A murder religion. Hero's motivation. Rival private eye. His wife returns from the dead only to be killed a second time. Too much? Not enough? A waitress character who is intelligent, sophisticated, and good with a weapon. Smells like cinnamon and gunpowder. Lavender salts. Hair/beard regimen twice a week.
I don't have time to admire my writer's taste and decor.
Wash thoroughly with cold water, gently pat dry with high thread count towel, brush 3 times with honeycomb, bought locally at the farmer's market, apply shampoo to dry hair, rinse with cold water, gently pat dry with high thread count towel, condition often. General rules: never wear hats. Once a month, rub 3 mixed eggs bought locally at the farmer's market into damp hair, scalp, and beard. Avoid chlorine, heat, and inexperienced barbers. And the door is just open for you? Yo, it actually is Alan Wake in the writer's room.
And there he was. After all the fighting, we were finally alone. Together. Our love was written in the stars. And so we danced like 2 spinning planets that would eventually crash into each other in a dazzling display of flames and rocks and other planet stuff. He told me all the sweet things I'd been waiting a lifetime to hear. I saw myself reflected in his eyes. I would always be at his side, to inspire and protect him. He needed me, now and forever. After all, I am his #1 fan.
A fan and the object of her joy come together against a world trying to keep them apart. A happy ending for some. But is happiness, like beauty, all in the eye of the beholder? Where is the line between fandom and fixation? One can never tell in
Night Springs. Cool! They actually give this stuff as so cool. I mean, solar system in your soup. That line alone, I love it. Don't sleep street and again avenue. Don't sleep again. Stop writing boulevard. Wake street. Okay,
The gates to the platform were closed. I had a ticket.
Let's say use emergency. Hey there, please pay the fare. It helps us run better service.
Something about the station platform felt significant. It would work in my writing, but I needed more. Something lingered here. A half-forgotten memory. An echo.
Whooper Express to Mirror Heights except late nights. Late nights, you and here. Dark Avenue downtown via bridge. Oh, and writer's room is currently unavailable. I've always had a vivid
Something was
imagination.
here. A vision about to reveal itself. I needed to look at it from the right angle.
But this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. You think you can play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You are in this story now and I will make you suffer. Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story, certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer. I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. You may not be the only you out there. Please carry a portable light with you in the subway. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination. Lighthouse. For some urgent reason I couldn't remember. I'd been driving down a coastal road.
An FBI agent had come here before me on the trail of a murder cult. He'd gone missing, presumed dead. The cult was leaving me clues to follow, connecting the dots from one murder to the next, inviting me to draw an obscene picture on the city map. Caldera Station. The name made me think of the exit wound of a bullet.
I had a flash of inspiration. The ghost of my fictional detective. A story thread I could use in my writing.
You have discovered your first plot element from an echo. You can rewrite it into reality on the plot board.
I had a location. I had a story thread. I would put them together, write them into my story to create a path deeper into the dark place.
Select the FBI plot A element and activate it with Enter to rewrite reality in Caldera Station. Okay.
Things clicked into place. The story rang true. I was making progress. The dark place reacted to my story. The way into the tunnels was no longer blocked.
Well, but there is also kind of like a blood trail. Are we gonna ignore that thing? Okay, at least I can go back to the plot board. Can I have a look at it? They caught him. The blood trail led to the darkness of the tunnel. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. I had to find my way to the subway station. The lamp would make it emerge. I met Casey. He was in the story. This was his city. He talked about a manuscript. It had to be my writing. Casey was killed by the Dark Presence. I had assumed his role. Every writer is a detective finding the story. Some of the places felt significant here. Had I written them into being, I'd used them as scenes in my story. The station platform was a threshold to be crossed. I saw a vision, an echo of a forgotten idea about a Casey story, a glimpse into another reality, a plot element for this story to travel deeper. The narrative I wrote to find my way. Casey looking for a missing FBI agent, the agent on the trail of a murder cult, the cult of Ward. Now, I certainly do have a trail over here.
The Fed had glimpsed into the maw of darkness. It swallowed him whole. The tracks led into the tunnel. That was my way forward.
In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest. Are there any changes on the other side of this platform, though?
It was locked from the other side.
It's not like your stories are any good, not like that. Okay. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There is light and there is darkness. There is guilt and there is atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. There's a long journey through the night back to the light. It's not a lake. It's an ocean. No exit. Exit at the middle of platform. And the blood trail just keeps going. Do I follow a murderer? Or do I follow the victim?
The blood trail continued deeper into darkness.
Oh crap, it follows to the... okay. Okay, that's an actual crime scene. With like these numbered plates.
Shit. I don't like the sound of that.
You think? I do not like to be Night Springs doesn't exist. It's a fictional town from the TV show I used to work on. It was Any Place USA, a place we used as a backdrop for whatever strange story we had this week. One of the stories I wrote for the show involved a man, champion of light, fighting his evil double, the Herald of Darkness. Hmm. He didn't think writers were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic, certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patient with the Fed was running out. Now I can also put something in a shoebox. But I still have like the whole other um, okay, whole other row in my inventory. It clearly feels that I need to go this way, but the path is blocked, so that cannot be the way forward. I see that this train car is open, so I can enter this one. Okay, there might be some words of power here. Word of aid. Increases hand flare's area of effect by 13% and duration by 1 second. Increases effectiveness of trauma pads by 10%. Increases effect duration of painkillers by 1 second. I know that I love my torches, so let's go with the torches. Now the blue and red color gamma reminds me of Control, like the Hiss and Polaris.
It could not be opened on this side.
But I don't think that is the way where I may go. Should put painkillers somewhere. Okay, that's better. No, not much to do here except going through the car.
The tunnels were a maze. The blood trail led me on.
Okay, it's flooded, so I need a light to cover this place. There is one light ahead of me. That's the crime scene over there. Oh, I think that's actually the only way I can go, right? Okay.
Another place to use in the story. I needed to search the tunnels for further visions. Inspiration for the story that would lead me deeper.
Rewrite reality in the collapsed tunnel.
I had a new scene to use, a new setting.
Select a new scene and press enter to start rewriting it. A single plot element can be used in multiple scenes. Select the FBI agent plot element and activate it. This was where the agent's trail went cold, a ghost.
The story was taking shape.
a moment.
I changed the story. And with that, the dark place changed.
That's a boot.
It's bad luck to be on this case. The cult can get you anywhere with that black magic shit. Let the day shift handle it. What happened, anyway?
Some Fed came looking for the cult, but it was a trap. A satanic blood sacrifice.
Anyone who gets involved with the cult, they're next. I heard their leader is this famous writer, Alan Wake. Their unholy motherfucking messiah.
Sounds like a load of bull.
What will happen if I click on it? Okay, I can just change the... Okay, so I can do whatever. Okay, nice to know. Well, in any case, this gives me access to this area where I can borrow a light.
Alan Wake.
This is some kind of a storage room. Subway, undiscovered map, by the way.
Another echo lingered here. A source of inspiration.
Oh, I cannot go back this way. Word of Lamp. Let's see. Oh, Lucky Strike. Let's go with a Lucky Strike. Because flashlight charge might be useful.
Can help me, ma'am. Word is, your research can help me, ma'am. What do you know?
There's more than one urban legend about the Cult of the Word. The murder cult used these tunnels for their ritual sacrifices. They say the cult reenacted the murders in Alan Wake's crime books. That Wake was even involved somehow, under a false identity, Mr. Scratch, which is, of course, a nickname for the devil himself.
It was disturbing finding myself in the story this way. But I was desperate, and it felt right for the story.
These are my words. You can't take the words. Alan Wake. You are a character in my story.
Now we can change the scene again, or we can investigate the further tunnel. Obviously I'm going with the further tunnel, because I feel like I need to mess more with the crime scene.
The water was gone. The way forward was open.
Shrine station platform. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. So let me try to go back and see what I can maybe do here.
The federal agent had come here looking for answers. All he found was a fate worse than death. The blood trail disappeared under the rubble. I had a feeling something was waiting there. I had a new idea, a new story thread.
The ritual antechamber to the cult's place of dark power.
I was making my way
Oh,
deeper into the story. I could imagine this murder cult performing their macabre acts beyond the collapsed tunnel.
Cult of the Ward. So maybe, yeah, there is just a lot of wards over there.
The cultists laid the Casey novel onto the altar with reverence. Their twisted Bible.
I still cannot go any further, right? Now I'm thinking that before I proceed to the flooded tunnel, I might want to save the game and wrap it over here. What's this arrow over there? Where does it point? I mean, if it points over here, then I know that one. Oh yes, wait a second, there is a map. Oh, I came from this place, right? Right. I took a light from here and I took it over there. Now I have a locked door which would connect me to the shrine station, and there is abandoned station. And I do not see anything else that is missed, but maybe I need other guy to mark it for me. Now, let's see. Now, with that, let's wrap it over here. We are making some progress. We finished the first Night Springs episode. As I said, surreal experience. Feels crazy, weird, out of place, but then that is the magic of Night Springs. We are back to Alan Wake, going through Caldera Station, looking for our way out, or maybe for the ways to advance the plot, and maybe that will give us the way out. Who knows? Not me, not now. Now, with that, thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that's the case, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.